Next up, we have Check Out by MadhouseDUDE, featured in Geometry Dash. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happening here musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, become a member, turn on notifications, support the stream as much as you want. And, of course, 2 disclaimers. Number 1, this is my first time hearing this track, so I will be pausing a lot as I will be explaining and pointing things out as I hear them or realize them. And number 2, this is recorded live on stream on a single take, so I might stumble upon my words. Something like that. Whatever happens, happens. With that said, let's go. Check out. Okay, we start with a groove. This is groovy. So we start with the first synth giving us our motif. The motif being the smallest version of our musical idea, the essence, the seed from which everything else comes from. We are having a very straightforward drum beat, very straightforward, and then we are having a bass line giving us those straight eighth notes, bum, 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 being complemented by that motif giving us a groove. Groove is a very new colloquial term. Groove is very colloquial in this sense. It's a fairly contemporary term, and it just means vibe nowadays. Nowadays is vibe, but in music, it can also mean a rhythm, some sort of rhythmic pattern that sounds pleasant, and in this case it's like this badass, like, you know, 1 and 2 and 3, and it's just giving you this really cool sense of it's gonna feel really badass and really cool if you walk to the rhythm of this. That's a groove. So okay, we introduce the hi-hat or some cymbals, and for a moment I thought they were sleigh bells. Sleigh as in, you know, the sleigh as in the Christmas bells. I thought for a second it was sleigh bells. But no, it was just the hi-hat. The hi-hat being used was a little bit on the higher end, and it sounded a little bit like those bells. Let's see. Okay, so now we change over to a retro synth kind of thing. We are doing a variation. We are developing that motif a little bit further while the synth itself is emulating it's emulating what 8-bit music used to do. 8-bit music back in the day was 3 layers of audio, and it meant your drums, your melody, your harmony had to be done in just 3 notes. And so what we did here is we are having the lower synth doing the lower 2 notes, doing both the bass and the drums, but just giving us a melodic thing, sounding slightly percussive, and the upper note giving us the developed melody, doing this very cool emulation of 8-bit music. Let's see where this goes. Synth. And now we have counterpoint going on. This is 3-part counterpoint. So, counterpoint is the study of melodies. How they are, what they are, how they develop, how they interact with each other. And in this case, we are doing 3-part counterpoint. 3-part counterpoint means there are 3 melodic elements independent from one another, interacting with each other. And you can hear it right now. Right ear has one, left ear has one, and then we have the rhythmic stuff going on. We have a higher synth, a middle synth, and then we have the other one giving us this emulation of the drum and bass, but in melodic form. Turns out it wasn't just for funsies, it was to make a 3-part counterpoint. Making 3-part counterpoint is pretty difficult. It can be very, very tricky to make work, and right now, it's working. Let's see where it goes. Yes. Yes! Now we have brought in a faster drum beat. We went from that groove that we had before to this other drum beat, and the importance of having the right drum beat to your music. This is an example of it. Again, if you want to hear the best example of how much the rhythm section can really affect the sound of something, listen to the intro of The Mirror by Dream Theater. The guitar is doing the exact same thing throughout the entire first minute, and it's everything else that changes. And it's difficult to believe at times that the guitar is doing the same thing. So, very, very good. This is similar on principle. It's almost the same thing. It's just that, Dream Theater is... They go for a lot more complex things. I'll show you after. So, yeah. Drum and bits, yeah. So we're having that 3-part counterpoint. Bro, this is a fugue. Bro, I think this is a fugue. I think this is a fugue. 3-part counterpoint. We just got a 4th layer in. That was my computer. This is known, because the motifs are being developed while the new ones are being introduced, and everything is building towards one another. The melodies are developing and they're responding to one another. I think this is a fugue. A fugue is one of the most difficult things to write in academic music. This is something that was invented by Johann Sebastian Bach, and it is basically 4-part counterpoint. But it's not just 4-part counterpoint. It is taking a motif and developing it into 4 separate parts and having a full piece made out of that. Don't request songs yet, by the way. Don't request songs yet. And Bach is the one who did this kind of thing, and I think this is a fugue. I think this is a fugue. Beta, don't request songs yet. Oh my god, let's see where this goes. So we take that away and... Okay, so we had a moment of silence, one of the most powerful tools that a musician has, and we bring back the groove. We define the drums better. We bring the groove, and we just focus on it. We just put the spotlight on it. Oh man, that's awesome. What a drop. Octave displacement. Man, we're getting quite a few terms from this. Okay, so octave displacement is a very fun technique. It's a little bit difficult to... it's a pretty difficult thing to master, but it's really fun. So... octave displacement is what's happening right now. The bass line that we had was, you know, very straightforward. You know, was kind of like going up and down here and there. Octave displacement is you grab pieces of this and you just bring them up the octave, and you just do that. Oh, wrong button. You just trim parts of the melody, bring them up an octave, bring them down an octave, and you get this sense of displacement. That is what octave displacement is. So instead of the melody being those straight eighth notes, now we are getting this moment of every once in a while, we are getting these leaps up and down. It's the same exact musical activity. It's the same exact groove, just with some octave displacement. So another way of explaining it, right? So when we have a scale, let's say we are on a scale, each note exists, right? So let's say we are in the scale of A minor for the sake of simplicity. So A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And then I'm just going to repeat it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So this is 2 octaves of the scale of A minor. So we have the scale of A minor that goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So if we were to make a melody, let's say the melody goes A, B, and C. Simple enough. That's where the melody goes. If you engage in octave displacement, then what you're going to do is you're going to take this B, and we're going to play A, the B up, A to the B up here, then back down to the C down here, or up to the C up here. Or we start with the A over here, down to the B here, back up to the C here. That is octave displacement, when you bounce back and forth, but the overall musical idea is still A, B, C. It's just which octave is happening from is this. So we are having 2 very fun, like the fugue was just, that was wild. I was not expecting to see a fugue in this, but it was still fun. And now we are having some octave displacement going on. Let's see where this goes. Okay, and now the bass is doing a variation of the motif while keeping that bass line. With that octave displacement. Really cool. And now we are having a moment of syncopation. You're hearing that now. The higher sounding synth is playing in between the beats, highlighting that, giving us that melody in syncopation. Syncopation is just playing in between beats. And that's exactly what is happening right now. We are still getting the overall same musical idea. It's just that we are adding these elements to slightly alter it and make slight variations to it. So, nice to see you. Nice. What you get? Now we bring this. So this this is so good. The synth that is in the middle doing these in-between syncopations is doing the motif. Doing our initial motif is just doing a variation of it. It's a bit more delayed. It repeats the first note a few times, then it actually does the motif. Man, this is very well built. This is very, very well composed, man. This is insane. And back to the 8-bit we go with a new variation. Okay. New melody. Now with some drums. So yeah, now we're in new territory completely. Ooh. We're having those little moments of syncopation. You can hear them, those higher notes. We bring another layer. Where are we going with this? We are developing it to happen more often. Octave displacement, not really. This is an extension of the motif. So it's going up and down, doing what is called an inversion. We're flipping the melody upside down, then right back up. And instead of having the scale going up and down, we're having longer distances between the notes. Overall, it's still the same. It's still the same musical idea. Man, this is very well made. This is very well composed. Alright, we're going up to build up. Build up only. Drop. We grab all of the concepts that we have been visiting so far and we put them together. This is mainly on the second half kind of thing. We're having that syncopation giving us those highlights. This is where we're going now. Very good groove. And I am surprised at how incredibly well this is working. For what, 9 years ago, dubstep was already around. We have been using pretty much straight eighth notes this whole time. Like, the groove is very straightforward. There's not that much acceleration to it in the sense that most dubstep would have it. This is purely just straightforward. What you get is what you get, and this is really good. There we go, second part of this. Oh, yeah, we're having that, like, yep, octave displacement. Octave displacement. And then we take it away. Just like that. Just like that, we take it away. What a way to end. We just end it on that last note. It's resolved. It's done. We just let it echo. Let those last bits echo, ring through, and that's it. Man, this was really cool. It was really well made. I was not expecting it. I think it was a fugue. I think that was a fugue. So there you go. That was Check Out by MadhouseDUDE. Featured in Geometry Dash. That was awesome. Once again, everybody, this has been Basterd's LFA, layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So if you're watching this on the video archive, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, become a member, turn on notifications, support this channel as much as you want. And if you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3 seconds, I will be linking it down below in the description. If you want to request a song, if you're live on the stream, do not request yet. If you are not on the stream, go to the Discord server, go to the LFA requests channel, go to the and follow the instructions on the pinned messages there. And if you want to catch the streams live when they happen, because this is recorded live on stream, links available for the Discord and the Twitch. We aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. Twitch and Discord have the schedule showing in your local time zone so that you don't have to bother figuring out what time that is. And follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming channel where we put the VODs of our after shows when they happen. So not yet, Nico, not yet. So yeah, Games Are Basterd, link down below, or you can just search for it. Same username as James Are Basterd, swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, with that, there you go. That was Check Out by MadhouseDUDE. Really, really good stuff. Man, that was insanely good. But yeah, let's move on.